your old team Italy, one step forward against France and maybe two back. You were on co-coms against England. What did you make of them at Twickenham?
Yeah, I don't think it was two steps back. Obviously, when you lose 31-14, you're obviously not going to be happy. It was, 12 points in it with the last 10 minutes to go, and England just strangled Italy in terms of their physicality and, did deserve to win. But I definitely don't think it's two steps back, for the reason being, I think that Kieran is implementing a really positive style of play with Italy, and they might have got, caught out a couple of times at Twickenham just with the line speed and playing too much ball. But that's the way that they obviously are identifying that they want to play. And there's these young backs, we talk about Italy traditionally with forward power and, scrum line out, 10-man game potentially. But, you've got Capozzo, Menoncello, like Capozzo in particular, like he really got scraps at the weekend, and he's such an exciting talent for such a small player. He's able to jink his way through the smallest amount of space to create opportunities. So I think, they will look at that physical battle that they lost quite easily to England. But I think, again, they'll go, if you're to look historically, Italy have never beaten England in the Six Nations. And, I've been on the drubbing of a big loss in Twickenham, and it's not exactly a happy stomping ground. So to be in with it, I won't say, but it was there or thereabouts, 10 minutes, 12 points, you're looking at a score. I think Kieran will sort of cling on to that, but no, obviously there's areas that they need to improve on. But I think you want to have a competitive Italy. If you're going first round, losing by 5 points to France, you would have, from a neutral standpoint, I'm sure you would have taken it. 10 minutes to go, being 12 points down at Twickenham with a score potentially to close the gap, you would have gone, you would have taken it. But I'm sure the coaches will be looking at more of those specific areas to work on for the game against Ireland, which will be a completely different task, because I think Ireland are just playing on a 2-3 levels above of where England are at the minute. I think England's, I think I've said it before in the last couple of weeks, just their attack has just been so poor, and I don't think that changed even in the game against Italy. If you look at all the tries, it was just basically mauls apart from Arundel with a try at the end. So I think Steve Borthwick is still obviously finding his way, and this England team is finding their way in test level under his leadership.
Alan, if Italy are to cause Ireland problems, is it out wide?
I think their collective has improved a lot. So obviously Ian mentioned Capuzzo and Menoncello. Ignacio Brex is a really good player as well. I think if they can get Garbisi back, it'll help them a little bit. And obviously they're at home, so they have some serious threats out wide and really good players in the back line. But their back row and loose forwards, second rows, they're very competitive as well. So they have nothing's changed at this front. You're always going to get a very competitive, aggressive, physical, passionate Italian player in front of you. It's just, and I think Kieran Bree's done a really good job in developing their confidence, their belief, their execution has been so much better. And just because England can do to anybody on their day, physically overpower you at times, and they were very direct in tries in Twickenham against Italy. That's the rock Ireland will perish on if they think they can go to Rome next week and ease their way into the game and think it's going to be easy. They'll sense a real opportunity here, and they'll be absolutely gunning to try and, they've got Wales at home as well to knock Ireland or Wales over. And that's the challenge that Ireland will face all the time now when they play anyone. So Italy are they have some very dangerous players. Their captain Lamaro is a great player as well, and he's a real good leader for them. So lots of threats. Collectively, they've improved a lot. But if you kick loose and you give Capuzzo any sort of space and time, he can really punish you. So I think, in the back line, they can really hurt Ireland if they get opportunities.